All right. And just as a backup in case, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. It is that day. It is Saturday. It is March 4th, 2023, and it is time for the AMAs, Ask Me Anything with Robert Hollis. And, Robert, I got to tell you, two things I actually wanted to say today as we were getting underway. Um, First of all, what you did, what the video that you shared yesterday, that's on YouTube right now, and I'm going to share the link with everybody in the chat.
Craig, let me mute out everybody. We got background noise.
Okay, very good. So I'm going to share the link to yesterday's daily that Robert puts out every day, well, almost every day at 12 noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. But you can always find his stuff on YouTube if you missed the live feed, as well as on his own personal channel. But I'm going to post that up because, oh my gosh, what an amazing, I'm going to say, revelation, a video. It is so worth watching. Now, please watch after we do our AMAs, because what Robert is going to share today, and he's kind of teased us a little bit yesterday, but as well as earlier, he's going to share something about yesterday's video that will apply today as we get underway with our Ask Me Anythings. And yes, you can watch Robert. You can see he's excited about sharing that too. So please watch the AMA today and then go back and watch it as I post the link. Now, AMA, what does it mean? It means Ask Me Anything. So what we want to make sure that you do is, if you have a question to ask of Robert as we get started, for those of you that are in Facebook, you can go ahead and log on, as Matthew has posted already, to ask a question live from Robert here in Zoom, because that's where we are when we get things going. So you can go to roberthollis.com/AMA, join us here in Zoom, and you can ask a question of Robert live and in person. So, for example, if you're watching us in Zoom and you want to ask Robert a question, it's actually very easy. If you have a question, put your cursor at the bottom of this screen where all the videos you see are here. Click on the reactions button and then click on the raise hand button, and it will notify us that you have a question. We already see two people with their hands raised, so they will be called upon. Now, you can also allow me to ask the question on your behalf, whether you are here in Zoom or on Facebook. If you're on Zoom or Facebook, then in the chat, go ahead and type question or Q and then ask your question. And then I will, on your behalf, ask Robert the question and he will answer it. Remember, this is your opportunity to ask a question of a multimillionaire, someone who is very successful, and not just from a dollar standpoint, but from a human standpoint. Because you know what? Robert is interested in where you are right now and how you can become a better person. And that is what is so amazing about this gentleman. Yes, he's had a lot of success. Yes, he's done a lot. But you know what? He has done a lot because he looks at everything, at everybody, and wants to help you succeed. And in my opinion, that's the most important thing about AMAs, is because, yes, you can ask the technical questions, but Robert also loves to share his personal quest, where he's started, where he is now, and where he's going, and where he wants to take you with him. So, all that being said, I see 4 hands being raised. We'll look for questions in the chats, and it is time to get this thing started. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, I've known this gentleman for more than 10 years. He is an incredible human being, an incredible human doing, a mentor, a friend, and just a dear person. Let's go ahead and get started. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Robert Hollis!
Thank you very much, Craig. I love and appreciate you. And thank you so much for everybody getting on here. And Craig, you're such an awesome MC. I think you're one of the most hidden treasures out there in the world today. Yeah, I just thank you. Thank you so much. You could be doing so many other things, and for you to always help me and Matt and the Hollis family. I just love you. You're just such a dear friend.
Bless you, my friend.
So let's get started, man. The first thing I'm going to share with you guys is exactly what I shared yesterday. Like we talked about, I posted yesterday a following. I got pretty passionate yesterday, so I think that a lot of you should watch it because I know for a fact, until your guys' mentality clicks, where your belief in who you are is not only enough, but you believe that you possess the information for people to become better in every area of their life. So a lot of you probably don't realize that who you are and what you do is valuable. And I knew that I could just give you guys the words because I was just praying for a download as I was doing this. But you guys have a combination to a safe, whether you believe you do or not. And so, what if you had a combination? We always call it a secret, right? What if you had a treasure map? What if you had a way that people could connect with people and it would change their belief about themselves? It would change their relationships. It would change everything about them, including financially. See, and a lot of you don't realize what my mentor taught me to be successful, I believe is one of the biggest secrets in the world. The biggest secrets in the world. And I'll tell you why. Most people, a majority of the people, don't succeed in life because they know the combination to the safe, and what they believe they got to do is open up the combination to the safe, pull out the secrets and the wealth that has, the wisdom, and then go give it to people. Instead of telling people where the safe is and giving them the combination. How many of you got that analogy? So and some of you, I know you hear me say this, but you don't believe it. If you believe it, you would do it. And I'm reaching out to people and saying, hey, do you know anyone that would like a hidden treasure? It's funny, me and my wife right now are watching a show and it's not that, it's Outer Banks. Do you guys know this is like a big show that's on right now called Outer Banks? And the reason that that it's one of the top shows that is streaming right now is because it's some young kids, but they have like a lot of Indiana Jones stuff in it, right? So these kids are figuring out that there's hidden gold and hidden treasure, and they try to figure out where the treasure is. And they're pretty good at it, but there just happens to be a lot of other people that would like to kill you because they want to know where the treasure is too. So when I first started teaching this stuff and I ran into people like Melody Ryba, it was like, I can give you guys a treasure map. I'm not asking you to go get the treasure because a majority of you don't realize that you don't believe in yourself. You don't have any confidence. You don't believe in your ability to connect with another human being. So you're like, man, it's going to take me forever, not only to figure out the treasure map and figure out all the clues like Indiana Jones, it's going to take me forever to find and use the treasure. So since you don't know if the treasure's there, and you're not willing to figure out the clues to get to the treasure, you tell nobody about the treasure. And the minutes click by, and the hours click by, and the days click by, and the weeks click by, and the months click by, and the years click by. And people reach out to you and go, hey, I thought you got the secret. I thought that you guys got the treasure map. Yeah, I know, but I'm not gonna do anything with it. When I knew the day I got in this industry, there's a couple of things that I knew, you guys. I knew that I was a pretty good auto mechanic. Not an average auto mechanic. I was a pretty damn good auto mechanic. What other things did I know? The other things I knew is I didn't know anything else. I was a good auto mechanic, and I showed up at work so I wouldn't get fired, and I put in my hours and they paid me. And the rest of my life was average, if not below average. Does anybody relate to that at all? Do any one of you? I'm going to put this on gallery. It's like, do some of you believe that you're pretty good at your job enough where you don't get fired and they pay you? But what else are you good at? I was sharing a video with Monty, and I don't know if you guys have seen this video. It's so hilarious, but it's basically an automated video of someone trying to explain to someone the treasure map. I shared it with Matt too. And it's a cartoon where the guy goes out there and he says, hey, how are you doing? The guy goes, great. They're animated cartoons. And the other person, what are you doing? And he says, well, what I'm doing is I found a business opportunity that I can share with other people that if they do what they're supposed to, it not only will supplement and replace their income, but I get a percentage for each person that I put on there. I introduced to this free training, free marketing, free everything. And the person goes, that sounds like a pyramid. And the guy goes through all these discussions. Well, you're in a current pyramid, and you know, it's like the Girl Scouts, and it's like the church, it's like your business. Isn't there more CEOs? And they're like, yeah, that makes sense. And when he gets all done explaining it, the person goes, yeah, it still sounds like a pyramid. And he goes, who'd you hear that from? And he goes, my ex-brother-in-law. And I love that this cartoon character goes, do you believe that your ex-brother-in-law is an expert in business opportunities? He goes, no. He goes, do you think that your ex-brother-in-law is an expert in any field? And they go, no. And then the cartoon character says, well, have you heard of Robert Kiyosaki or Warren Buffett? No, I haven't heard of Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett's not only one of the most wealthiest people on the planet, but he's known as one of the best investors ever. And he invested in a direct sales company called Pampered Chef. And he makes millions of dollars from this Pampered Chef company. Have you heard of Robert Kiyosaki? I have. You know, he says this is the perfect business. You know, it's generated this many millions, and this many millions has been paid out to people. And the guy goes, oh, and he said, well, will you consider Robert Kiyosaki a best-selling author and Warren Buffett as being more of experts than your ex-brother-in-law? Yeah, I would. Well, what do you think now? I still think it's a pyramid. So how many of you, when you go to connect with someone and discuss with them what MDC is, do any of you run into a little bit of that kind of mentality? Do you get what I'm saying? You're going, I got a treasure for you that can change your life and you'll never have to worry about money anymore. Money doesn't buy happiness, but can you imagine never having to think about it again? The people that you could help, you'd be out of despair. You could take care of the people that you love. You could give to charity. You could do all these incredible things. And people are like, where'd you get the treasure map? Well, I got it from a guy that has a bunch of treasure. You can see it in his lifestyle. How much he gives to charities, what he's done. Well, how do you know there's still treasure there? Well, he's helped millions of people change their lives. He's helped 66 people earn over $1 million in treasure. I don't think it's there. I think it's too good to be true. And I don't believe in the map, and I don't believe it's there. Are you guys following me? So it's this part of the business that changes our unrealistic expectations and really gets us sort of drained enough to want to get enough to want to quit. I was talking to Barbie today, and she doesn't have any hearing, and so it's so neat to have her on here because for the first time I had to actually write out what I say. And I normally people say, can you give me a script? And I know, don't listen to my video, write your own damn script. To me, that feels like, thanks for the treasure map. Is there any way you could give me a shovel? What? You want me to go dig up the treasure for you too and just send it to you? So what I want to share with you guys is just a quick shift of your paradigm. First of all, how many of you believe that in this day and age, having a lot of followers on your social media might be an important thought? Right? So I want to teach you guys today, just open up your mind a little bit. And I'll give you a quick story, and I want to make it short. Before the internet, I taught different things. And so my thought is if you don't talk to a lot of strangers and don't connect to a lot of strangers and introduce them to the treasure map. See, I mean, my daily choice to me is a referral program. You guys have heard me say this. You guys can go on Google right now and put in referral programs, and every one of you can make money by referring other things that put people in a better place. But there's no leverage. There's no residual. You guys following me? So the reason that I wouldn't do an affiliate program, a one-tier affiliate program, or a referral program is because I like getting paid off 32,000 people. It generates a lot of cash flow for me and a lot of freedom. So that's my treasure map right now. And I challenged people on the video yesterday and didn't get anybody to reach out to me. I'm not aware of a better business model right now. I'm just not aware of it. So there's a lot of people that believe that investing in real estate and cryptocurrency was a way to retire. They don't think that today. How many people know that in 2007, there was a lot of people that believed the way to make money was real estate? I'm almost positive we'll never see another real estate bubble. How many people think we will? So what ways are there to help other people supplement or replace and double their income by building a large group of people that are simply using premium quality products instead of buying them from Target or Walmart, Costco, and Amazon? And we could all work together and build this large movement of people that are using premium quality products. Are you guys catching me? And that we slowly just go out and share this treasure map with other people. So the first thing I wanted to share with you guys is you got to really get good at building your Facebook profile. Now, a lot of you I know already are going, yeah, what about Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, whatever, okay? I think it's pretty spooky right now when, well, let me just say this. I'm the kind of guy that I want to find where people are making their money, and I just want to do that. So I made $4.3 million, which, by the way, is not typical. You know, so in 2 days, it will be 5-year anniversary for Terry and I. And in 5 years, we've only averaged $2,400 a day. How many people think that's a pretty good average for 5 years? So there's a lot of people that knew me before MDC that are here on this video. And they've watched me do it in every company. So when I seen this and I went, wow, how many of you know who Justin Bieber is? Do you guys know that Justin Bieber, all he did was sing other people's songs on his YouTube channel in Canada? That's all he did. So he would listen to someone's song, he would sing the song and post the video on YouTube. Until one of Usher's friends seen a video of him singing one of Usher's songs and shared it with Usher, and Usher flew to Canada to meet him and got him to sign a contract with Usher, and Usher now makes money off everything that Justin Bieber does. So I know a lot of people have this thought in their mind, well, I don't want to get on social media. I don't want to post content. Well, what if you could do it, and when people see your website, it doesn't really even have anything to do with a person? Does anybody want to guess who the biggest Facebook page is, has the most likes, and every one of you use this product? Anybody want to guess? Facebook. You didn't see that coming, did you? How many people remember MySpace? Who had more friends in MySpace? The guy that created it. If you guys don't remember, he was the first friend, wasn't he? Someone's going to tell me who the name of the guy is. It's like, you know, hey, I just signed up for a MySpace account. And I already got a friend, the owner that created this damn thing. So let me share with you guys. Let me see. I got to go back to here. All right. So you guys seen me do a little bit of this with Chat GPT, and it's funny because if you guys, and my sons watch me do this forever, you know, so I just find out who the best is, and then I follow what the best is doing, right? So step one is, I think you should ask other people what does your Facebook profile look like? Right? So if you're going to attract a certain group of people, do you think that your Facebook profile from first glance should be complete? So when I first found out who the biggest people on Facebook was, the one thing that I noticed, 32,000 followers, there's people that you're going to see here that just blow me away. But you got to put something on your Facebook and people go, well, I can't I've never spoke on stage. I can't get a professional graphic like that. It doesn't have to. You're going to see here in a minute that you could put whatever you want. But how many of you guys, when no one's got a cover photo and no one's got a personal photo of themselves, not animated, what does that immediately tell you about the person? Have any one of you gotten a, hey, how are you? And there's no picture here. And then you click on their profile and there's no cover photo. And there's 3 pictures of usually someone attractive on their page, right? And how many of you going, no, thank you. No, thank you. Don't be that person. All right. Now, in a minute, I'm going to show you on YouTube where you can change that, right? So now you see here that, do you guys realize you see me on the leaderboard? I'm always on the leaderboard every month. How many people have noticed that? Do you know where all the people sign up? Off this link right here. Because people are looking, they see stuff with MDC. They're looking for business opportunities. They put MDC. What's the top per position? My Daily Choice. And see, do you guys realize how many of you would like Robert and Terry Hollis in your group? You'd be doing very well. I signed up on Jenna's Facebook profile because she had her link there. And it went, okay, so she's made over $17 million. Then maybe if I just duplicate her Facebook page and I put my link here. And today I got an affiliate. I got another affiliate on the 1st of the month. I'm already on the leaderboard with $400 in volume. And get this, you guys, the people that sign up with me and do volume, I'll send them an email saying, thank you for becoming a free affiliate. If there's anything I can do for you. And people won't even return an email from me. And they'll still buy product and they'll still do the business because they signed up on this link. And I'm telling you guys right now, there's a different teaching out there that usually costs you money that are going to tell you not to do this. They're going to go, hide everything you're doing. You need to be the brand. You got to build your brand. You know what I wish that people that said that would do? Is I wish there was another link on Edit Your Bio that you could click on and see what their balance is in their checking account. Because then we could all go, I ain't freaking listening to this person. So I can only show you how to have 32,000 people in your group. And again, that's not typical. Because typical people do nothing. Typical people don't do anything. They're in the comfort zone. They got excuse-itis. They don't believe in themselves. They don't feel like they're enough. So take the time to really fill out your bio. Really take the time. And people say all the time, hey, I don't know what to post. I have since 2007. So what is that? You guys are good at math, right? So 2023 minus 2007. I only have 16 years of content that you guys can steal. No, you don't have to steal it. I'll give it to you for free. You can take everything I got, videos, everything. Just take it all. But you got to build a following. How many people notice that I have 32,000 followers and I have 32,000 people in my group? Do you guys find that weird? I don't find that weird. That's pretty weird. No, that's not weird. So take the time to put together, and here we are streaming on Facebook. Isn't that funny? Oh, what does your, wow. That's cool. That's cool. I love technology, right? All right. So not to get lost, I just put in Google, top 10 Facebook pages. And we go down here and the very first one is Facebook. What if I went up here and put in Facebook? Now, I know you guys are going to laugh when I say this. So Facebook has 3 billion active accounts, and they only have 180 million followers. And you're pissed off because people won't follow you. Don't you guys find this pretty funny? So what do you have in common with these 180 million people? They use Facebook. You're trying to look for a common ground, right? It's like, wow, I seen you on the Facebook app. Wow, I seen you on the Facebook app. Wow, I seen you on the Facebook page. Just a thought. So then I can go back here and look at the next one. Samsung. How many of you have a Samsung phone? They only have 162 million people. Hey, how long have you been using Samsung products? What do you like most? What's your favorite Samsung product? Mr. Bean. How many people know who Mr. Bean is? Maybe you're not a Mr. Bean fan. But how many other entertainers do you know that you like? If you guys don't like Mr. Bean, 130 million followers. If you guys don't like Mr. Bean, who do you like? See, I'm not following him. But if I was following him, I could go down here. I could say, this is funny. I don't. Okay, it may or may not be funny. Did you guys know that 6,600 people, when was this, when did this go out? 5 hours ago? 6,600 people. Let me click on that. Uh-oh. There they all are. I see you liked Mr. Bean's comedy thing. That was funny. 153 comments, 146,000 views, and it was 5 hours ago? And how many of you honestly consistently say, I don't know where to find people? Let's go back and look at another one, just for the heck of it. Are you a soccer player? How many people like Cristiano Ronaldo? China Global Network, nah. Shakira? Do you think she's the only singer that's got a Facebook page? Coca-Cola. How many people drink Coca-Cola? Why would 108 million people follow Coca-Cola's website, Facebook page? I don't know. I know that if I go there and check it, I didn't like Coca-Cola's page. Doesn't matter. A lot of people do. Do you guys get this? So you want to find out the common things that you have, right? Do you notice anyone's face on this page? No. Do you think that Mr. Bean runs his Facebook page? You guys already know this stuff? So what could you duplicate that has no face? Right? Could you put in here anything? You guys have seen me do this. If you're a nurse, you go in not this Google, here, and you put nurses. And now you see all these pages that have to do with nurses. Wow, that's pretty interesting. Oh, post. But see all here. All nurse group, 4.7 members, 36,000. If you just look for pages, you would find pages that do nothing, but just have nurses talking about nurses stuff. Do you think they have the same kind of pages for mechanics? The answer is yes. And in mechanics, I don't know how many views that this one has. But what you want to do is you want to start building and connect with people and then ask them if you could be friends. How many of you currently have 5,000 people on your Facebook friend? See? That's how you can build a group, get them to know, like, and trust you, and then you could ask them for a personal favor. And that's the key. So if you're not good at creating a following, learn to do it. Other than that, how many people understand YouTube? And again, you could take the time to create a YouTube. I wanted to show you a couple of videos. Now, this page has 833,000 subscribers. I've not even subscribed to it. I'm going to subscribe. Okay, now here's a place that you guys can click. You go to videos, and then you can click the most popular video. This video has 2.1 million views. Let's see what they do.
Clear your mind, guided meditation. Begin by sitting in a comfortable position. Spine tall and yourself. Continue this.
So all this page has is one graphic and then meditation playing behind it. Now, there's free meditation tracks that you can get. You can create a graphic or have someone create a graphic for you, and you can play the music. Then you could take the transcript from it.
Process for as long as you'd like.
And then you could actually have someone else use the audio, use the transcript to do a voiceover. Or you could do a voiceover. So I could put in here Wanda K. How many people have heard me promote this channel? I'm trying to think, why wouldn't she show up? I'm just going to put in Wanda K. There she is. So then I click on here and look how many subscribers she has. How many of you guys know Wanda K? I told her, hey, you know the God Memorandum? Yeah. I go, you know what? Someone's going to grab the book and they're going to read it. And they're going to read each chapter. And now she has 470,000 subscribers. Let's click on the video. Most popular. Oh, you see that guy? A pretty funny dude, right? That was what, 3 years ago. So then we go here, 44,000 views. Let's see if we can see Wanda's face.
Routine for manifesting more money is an alpha meditative practice. You may be.
The God Memorandum from the book The Greatest Miracle in the World by Og Mandino, read with edits by Wanda K. Take counsel. He hears your cry. It passes through 2 cells each. He gave you the power to choose.
Do you know, because Wanda did this video and she also read the rest of the God Memorandum on audio, do you know that she got a full-time job at a church to do their video graphics and stuff? So you can follow pages. Look at this page. Anyone ever heard me ever talk about Abraham Hicks? Okay, so here's her pages. That's her. That's her. That's her. What's this one? 3.9 million views. I wonder what this is.
Like that. Like children to know their value. We have enjoyed this interaction.
One graphic playing music behind her words. So now YouTube doesn't look at it as copyright infringements. Videos, 75,000 subscribers. There she is. And what? She's marketing black sea moss? I wait a minute. I found her because of the Abraham Hicks video. She did one video that put it out to the world that people could listen to. And now she gets to talk about other stuff, including whatever product she's marketing. Did that help anybody? Think of ways to serve others. If you don't know how, find creative ideas by searching other people's Facebook pages. You know, so yesterday in the following, I talked about that Caleb LeMay. This guy makes $13 million, you guys. Now, you might not want to do the video. You might not want people to see your face. But your number one focus, and me and Matt were going over this. Do you guys know that you can go to a website called Upwork? And instead of clicking on the Upwork, instead of clicking on the United States, click off on the United States. Do you know there's people in India and Pakistan and Philippines that will work for $2 an hour? And you can create a video for $10 that is unique to you that you could post on social media. And what if it went viral? So follow people and find pages of likes that you're interested in and use that to build your own following and offer something to the world so people get to know, like, and trust you. And then when you build that following, you can reach out to them and very simply get them to do you a huge personal favor and reach out to people. So I see that I didn't think that it was going to last this long, but I hope this gets in your mind. Matt, did you want to say anything? Matt just got home. They got stuck in traffic and all kinds of stuff, weather. And so,
No, I had a great time visiting my family out there and visiting my dad for his birthday. It was excellent, but I'm glad to be home too after driving through a storm to get there and then somehow ending up driving through a storm to get back. So,
well, thank you, Matt. And it's funny, I got excited on that video I did yesterday. And then I had to send Matt a message quick. I said, are we set up to do an AMA?
always, if we're doing one, we're doing one. We're here.
So I hope you guys got that. So if you're not a successful marketing stuff for your company or MDC, can you focus on building a following? Focus on building a following of something that you really care about. Oh, I was going to show you guys one other thing. I was researching for the best sites out there, and I forgot to show you this one. 79 million subscribers. 79 million. I'm going to click on videos, then most popular. 284 million views. Let's see what this is all about.
Relief Factor helps you move forward with life the way.
Oh, wait a minute. Do you guys see that people are advertising on this? And this person I found out makes $8 million a year. $8 million from YouTube last year.
You want to live it.
I remember you saying, I won't forget the life checks.
Who talks like that?
Progressive. They would advertise on somebody's YouTube channel?
I would love it.
Wow. So 5-minute crafts. I knew I forgot something. Any one of you people know people that do crafts? And so you take the time to videotape it. There's music behind it. Oh, by the way, YouTube gives you music for free, by the way. And so you only only thing you would videotape is what you're doing. And you get a bunch of people that see the video goes viral, and then they're led back to your page, and you're actually have links to the treasure map from there. Just a thought. Just a thought. So you guys do know when I share my video and you go to my video on YouTube, you guys know that I always usually, for the videos that I use, have a link to Google Drive that allows you to click on that link and download that video so you can upload it to your YouTube channel. Did you guys ever notice that? So let's cover that. It's funny. I said I was done. I'm not done. Okay, so how many people do you guys know out there that document what they make like I do? Do any one of you know network marketers that are constantly documenting what they're making? So if you click on this link, which is I'll tell you what I did with it. So we're going to go here. Okay, let me go back to share. Let me show you what I do. Okay, so this video was done a month ago. 2.7. 2,700 views of this video. And if you usually look in the descriptions of the videos that I'm using, first of all, I share it, and I share it at that, see this click where you can click here? So you click share, and I clicked here, and I had it at 126 because the video needs to be compliant. And so for the video to be compliant, what do you see before the 2 minutes? Income disclosure statement. The video's got to be compliant. So I started there, and then people immediately from that point get to see me logging into my back office. No, first thing they get to see me is logging in to my online banking.
Why would I do that? I would do.
Get to the point. So I share you the video, tell you where the time is, and then in the details, here's Google Drive where you can click on the Google Drive, download my video, upload it to your YouTube channel, share it at the same link, and start sharing it with the world. I'm glad I didn't forget that. So, you know, you can use my videos. If you guys seen me in my back office on YouTube, the amount of people that I allow to take my video to put it on their own social media. What a brilliant idea. Wouldn't you agree? And it's like, people are like, Robert, I don't know how you end up on the leaderboard every month. Robert, I don't know how you stay qualified. Robert, I don't know how you make so much money. And, oh, by the way, I don't have any time to watch your frickin' videos. Yeah, that's funny, isn't it? So I tell people exactly what to do. And now you get to watch that video go out there, and because people Google me. I don't know if you know that. So now Q&A. Greg, apologize. I hope you guys are not mad that I went for an hour before we did the Q&A. So, but I really wanted to get you guys to understand what I'm doing, because I have 5. I told my son a year ago, well, a year and 2 months ago, that I was going to figure out YouTube and make money off YouTube. And now I make $200-300 a month off YouTube, just because I took the time to go through the instructions on YouTube and post videos. So I showed you guys, you go, well, I'm not going to get on camera because not only am I ugly, but I'm stupid. My words are stupid, all this stuff. Well, great. Then you can use other people's videos, right? But understand that you got to change the videos just a little bit, not to get copyright strikes. What if someone doesn't care? So you know how many videos that are on YouTube that people have taken from my channel? And I get notified. It says, hey, Timya, you know what I mean? Mary took your video. They put it on their YouTube channel. Do you want to take it down? I don't do nothing. So if I can do it, you guys can do it. Craig, I got to show him one more thing.
Go for it. You're on a roll, Robert.
Okay. Let me show you guys one more thing. Okay, hang on, give me 1 second. Okay. Share. When I'm talking to people, I always tell them sometimes people don't know how to properly, listen closely, they don't know how to properly edify and give praise and recognition to somebody else. So I'll tell people, listen, why don't you Google me? And I said, when you put my name in, click on videos. I got 1.6 million videos. Do you guys think that I really uploaded 1.6 million videos? No, it's me all these years teaching people how to steal my videos and use them to make money. So so when I did this, the last time I did this, I was at Ray Higdon's event. You guys will crack up. And I said, hey, before I get started, I see Jeff Roberti's here. He's the $100 man. He's one of the people that has earned more than me. And I said, I want everyone to go on right now and put on Google, search your name, and then search by videos to see how many videos you have online. And then do Robert Hollis. And I go, that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to say that to get your guys' head around that the person that has the largest influence, the person that has the most visibility is going to win. And I wanted in this video to teach you guys how to win. Is that fair? So when you share my video, all you got to do is say, and I think, is Barbie still on here? I don't know if she's on here. But you guys are really gonna like this. Okay, let me post it. So since Barbie can hear, do you guys realize this is the very first time that I wrote out what I say to people? Everybody's going, can you give me a script? And so, of course, the first thing that I say to people, hey, listen, I just wanted to reach out and connect with you. I pray everything is great for you and your family during these crazy times. And I just wanted to connect. Thank you for following me. Thanks for, liking my post. Thank you for commenting on my post. And then after they reply back, this is what I send people. And it's funny, since I've been doing this, and I sent it to her, she goes, oh my God, I'm not even in the ballpark. Scott McKinney reached out and shared with me what he was sharing. And it's like, this is my combination to the save. So for 5 years with my mentor, being an apprentice, I did nothing but give him praise and recognition, used a script like this, and got people in front of his video. That's what I did for my first 5 years. And it drove me to the top of 2 companies. And I was a millionaire before I was 30. So now I'm done.
Wow. I think, has everybody's head grown about 2 or 3 inches since Robert started? Yeah, exactly, Mary. Yeah, Chris, Bill. I mean, such great information. And ladies and gentlemen, please watch this again. And I'm going to say, watch everything from this past week, because boy, Robert, this whole week since Sunday, last Sunday, has just been bam, 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 lining everybody up to this moment. And, it was building up. And then when you hit yesterday with following and today, wow. Okay. Now, do you think we'll be able to fit in about maybe 6 questions?
Yeah.
Today? Okay, good. Then let's get started. I don't want to waste any more time. So first thing is a fun question. After all of that, Robert, we're going to go ahead. Ed Medina posted this since it is Ask Me Anything.
Okay.
Ed Medina asks, what's your favorite cuisine?
My favorite cuisine is anything I don't have to cook. You guys already know that I'm a weirdo, right? If some of you know about my childhood, that wasn't very good. Golly, I'm just very, very grateful for my freedom. And I don't crave anything that has to do with food. And you guys can tell by my size that my wife's a good cook. And so that's it. Other than that would be, as long as I'm eating a meal with my family, which we usually do every night when family's here, my wife and I and son that's still living with me. Yeah, I food for me is not a big deal. So thanks for the question.
Why not? Thank you, Ed, for having that there. Okay, so we've got people with hands raised, and we need to get them going and get to them. So, of course, you know, the man who seems to always get in first. No.
John did.
Oh, did John do? Oh my! Wow, wow. All right, the other man who always seems to get in first, second.
Yeah, Bill told me that he got some good rest in this morning.
Okay. So the one who was always first, second now is first instead of second. How's that?
There you go. There you go.
John Tier, open up. Let's get started.
Hey, everybody. You know, Bill, I've been planning all week to get you. I'm just telling you right now. Okay.
How you doing, John?
I'm good. I'm really, really, really good. I tell you what, man, Robert, you done messed me up this week. You know? with the videos, man. Even before you did yesterday's video, it's like it was really a confirmation. I was thinking about, you know, we get hung up on a lot of things about which social media is good and which is not. But Robert, before social media was around, you went to the top of companies.
Yeah.
You know, and it was like, it's really, yeah, social media is good, but it's not really in the social media. It's in the connecting. It's in the,
yes.
It's in the your ability to create, your ability to present increase. That's what it is.
It is.
So the more I studied and studied, I'm beginning to study and understand you. Robert has this way of presenting increase so that people feel like, oh yeah, I want to be with this person because this person is going to help me get to where I want to go. And you've said statements like for the last couple of years that really can go over your head when you're trying to, like, you know, put everything in. But I heard something and I wrote it down on Tuesday. You said something and it was just like, oh, you know, and if you don't mind, I want to kind of read it to you.
Please.
What you said. What if the only thing they needed to do was buy product every month? See, this is their business. If they can get premium quality products from someone like MDC, all you did is show them the possibilities that if they introduce this to people and that they use premium quality products, instead of getting them from Target or Walmart, Costco, and Amazon, they could actually supplement and eventually double and eventually replace their income. And what was so profound about that is we don't really understand what we really have. And sometimes I even wonder, you know, you can get an idea and you could see it a certain way, but you may not know how big the idea really, really is.
Correct.
You've said so many times that theoretically, and it's really not theory, that people can only buy for themselves. Everybody can just buy for themselves. You can create volume and go to the top of the company.
Yes.
But everybody keeps saying, sell, 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 sell. Buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, which is what turns people off in this industry, because people keep saying, you know, well, I'm not a salesman. But why do you keep telling them to sell if they're not a salesman?
Right.
But people are consumers. Everybody is consuming something.
From the day I made my first dollar.
Right.
I was a consumer.
Exactly. So why not consume premium quality products and then share that idea that if you just use your own products and you just tell everybody else to use their own products, you create volume, and volume is what gets you paid. That's what we have to, this is what I'm learning that I have to convey.
Yes.
I just have to convey that. I don't have to worry about, okay, you need to do 90 points. No, you just need to buy your own products, buy what you need for you. And let's have thousands and thousands and thousands of people buying what they need for themselves and watch what happens.
And it's a money back guarantee. See, there's a group of people out there right now. If you guys watch the demonstration that Damon Coleman and Candace Bird Davis do on the Essentials,
Whew.
you know, which is the women's monthly thing. Okay, first of all, if it's a better product, women are going to try it at a money back guarantee. When they find out how good it is, they now become a consumer. It's probably not enough volume per woman that will be in your network of subscribers to do 90 in points. But they might also use hair care. They might also do makeup. They might also have pets and dog treats. And when you guys really get to understand this, that's how Amway is still an $8 billion company. So the best network marketers on the planet no longer live with us. And it's Jay Van Alden and Rich DeVos. These two guys started 10 years in a company called Nutrilite that sold premium quality products. If you guys went on Google and put in Amway's #1 viewed video, they talk about their product line. It's 45 seconds long. Because they're saying there's a money back guarantee. Why don't you try our products? They're the best in the world. If you don't like them, we'll give your money back. That's their product presentation. Other people, because they're focused on sales, want to talk to you about one product that we have in our company for a couple hours. That's all I got to say. So both Rich and Jay became billionaires. They worked for Nutrilite for 10 years, started their own company called American Way, shortened it up and called it Amway, and made so much money that they bought Nutrilite, the company they used to work for. They've been selling the same damn products for 73 years. And no one can catch them. Because their pitch is, hey, listen, would you like to use premium quality products that you use anyway? I know if you refer products to your products you bought from Walmart and Target and Costco and Amazon. My wife is hooked up to I don't know if it's TikTok or Instagram or whatever, but she's hooked up to a person, and all the person does is go to Costco every week and tells everybody what's the best-selling products that Costco has for sale. That's all she does. And guess how much money Costco sends her for doing that? Nothing.
Wow. Wow.
They should be paying that girl. So thank you, John. Thank you. That was a huge pop for me. My mentor from day one I got in, he says, I don't care if the company's got a lot of products. All I want you to do is focus on this one. We're looking for people that need to supplement their income. And people would say, well, what other products do you have? And I'd look at them and I said, listen, this is about supplementing and replacing your income. Try the product out. If it works, that's all you need to do. John, you're awesome. Thank you.
John, thank you. And here's my response to that.
Yes.
Mic drop. Okay. So, and I'm sorry for the microphone. All right, now let's go ahead and get over to Bill Shoemaker. And Bill, thank you for your patience. Today, number 2, but you know what? We still love you. So go ahead, Bill, open up and let's get started.
I love you too, Greg.
Nice shirt. Nice shirt.
Thank you. I love you too, Robert. And yeah, wow, what a bomb John did there. That's incredible. Yeah, I heard that too, but not quite the same way that John did. So anyway, great stuff. So I got my calendar, Robert. What am I supposed to do with it? That was last week.
Let me see your calendar. Yeah. Okay. First thing I want you to do with your calendar is now on a day-to-day basis, I want you to do one thing that I told you to do and exit off a little bit at a time. So what thing have I told you to do that you've been doing continuously since I told you?
Reaching out and connecting to people, going through my friends list.
How about listening to the 6-phase meditation?
I just didn't relate to that. I am doing Joe Dispenza. And that's the one that Jenna's going to see in April. So I like Joe Dispenza. So I've been meditating an hour every morning.
So you're taking a little ingredients from one chef and a little bit of ingredients from another chef and another a little. Why did you ask me what you should do if you don't listen?
Well, I am meditating an hour a day. Isn't that what you?
No. Craig,
No?
how many times since we've known each other, Craig, have you posted 6-phase meditation in the group?
I've lost count.
And Bill, you just made a decision.
Well,
I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that.
I ain't doing
that.
I did do 6.
I ain't doing that.
I did it for months.
I ain't doing that.
I did it, but I just
do you read the God memorandum every night before you go to bed?
I did for 3 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why'd you stop?
Because I've got it memorized.
So you still do it?
Yeah.
You're lying.
I repeated it in my mind.
You're lying. So all of you that know me, I shared with Bill. Bill, could I be bold enough to ask you how much you made last month in MDC?
Not very much.
So there's 2 things that I shared with you to do that you're not doing, and you got the calendar and you asked me what you should do, and you said, well, I remembered it. I run it through my head. That ain't what my mentor told me to read it out loud every night before I went to sleep. The difference between you and I, Bill, really simply, is someone that makes more than me. When they tell me to do something, I freaking do it. That's the only difference between you and I.
I love it. Thanks, Robert. I know. So
do you know what my thoughts were when I first listened to meditation?
Huh.
This is a freaking joke. That was my first thought. That was my first thought. It's the first time I listened to meditation, I was going, you got to be kidding me. This is going to do it. Bill, I think more than anything, what makes people successful is their ability to be humble and surrender.
Right.
And so when they meet someone that says, listen, I'll tell you exactly how to get there. And then they really have the audacity to go, now, I'm I'm going to get a little ingredients from this person. I'm going to get a little ingredients from this person. I'm going to get a little ingredients from this person. And Bill, be brutally honest. You're not completely doing anything that anyone tells you. And that's why you have a lack of results.
Yeah, well, I'm getting better. I'm getting gooder and gooder. I'm definitely
sorry
getting
that there might be some people that put their hands down now on questions.
right.
People, Bill, you're too high quality of a person.
Right.
So can I give you one more analogy and we'll move on?
I got more questions if that's okay.
Okay. I think this one's good enough. So I'm going to make a decision that I want to learn how to sing. I do my due diligence. I find a person that everybody says is a great singing teacher. I go and meet them. I pay for the course. They tell me what to practice on. And they go, first thing you need to do is you got to breathe. What? Yeah, you need to learn to breathe. Look at Craig. I came here for singing lesson. In through the nose. Hold it for a count of 5. Then blow it all out. And then keep blowing. Oh my God, this is frickin' stupid. Find another coach. See you later. Adios, amigo. Bill,
Yeah.
99% of the people on the frickin' planet can't even make 100 grand a year because they have your mentality. I don't have to do exactly what he said. I don't like this. I am not going to do all this. I'm going to do some of this.
Hey, I'm meditating an hour every day. That's something, is it not?
What if you were meditating and listening to the wrong stuff? You asked me a question. I asked you a question.
Well, it was Jenna Schwegel's recommendation, so I just have to, yeah, she trumped you. That's all I can say.
Awesome. Good luck with that.
Hey, can I ask another question now?
Sure. Are you going to listen to me?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, we'll see.
So you said YouTube videos and is a good thing. So Aaron Parker got me involved in a video challenge and we bought a program. He sent me an affiliate link.
Third chef.
Huh?
Aaron Parker, there's your third chef.
Go
ahead.
Right. So anyway, I'm gonna learn how to do videos really well. So I'm really happy with that. But they always talk about having an email list, and this is something that
who's they?
The gurus.
Or chef.
So Mike, this might be a question.
Have I ever told you to build an email list?
No, but you do.
No, I don't. We don't do anything with it.
I get emails from you.
Do you guys, how many of you raise your hand if you hear him? Because I sort of got on him a little bit. Now he's like actually arguing with me. He's actually trying to prove his point to me. Well, they said it. Well, Aaron said.
Well, I wanted your opinion. I really did. So you gave it to me. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I am listening to you, whether you think so or not. I am.
Your results would show different.
But I'm getting better. I'm getting a lot better. Just wait. I'll show you. I love it. I love the way you just beat me up. I love it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
My motivation.
You're welcome.
Yeah. You're awesome. Love you, brother.
I love you too, man. I love you too.
This is a mentor in action.
Hey,
Bill,
Craig,
tough love.
Craig, you've been with me for a long time, and so is Matt. Are you guys
Yes.
seeing the guy, the one mentor coming back? The reason, Bill, I have 66 people that made over $1 million in commissions is because some people that really told me that they really wanted it, I could show them every time that we had a discussion that no, they don't. No, they don't. Because they will not surrender. They won't surrender. And the 1% of people on the planet that surrender are people that we all try to follow and be like. I'm sorry that I keep promoting the same frickin' stuff that made me a multimillionaire. I know other chefs, Bill, that if you follow them for 4 years, 5 years, it's endless how much stuff they promote. How many books they promote, how many coaches they promote, how many different trainers they promote. It's my pet peeve, Bill.
Yeah, I get that. And yeah, that's been my issue. And as you pointed out, that it's all this information that I can't. It's a matter of focus and execution.
And it does not go together.
Right.
It doesn't go together. The person that won the world championship last year in anything had 3 basic things that they do.
Right.
And they mastered them. So I love you. You know I love you.
Yep.
So
that's
next
why
question.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Craig.
Thank you very much. And I know, Robert, you always say success leaves clues.
Yes.
And that's all. That's what I'm going to end on that note with. Bill, thank you very much for sharing. That's important, especially for everybody here, and appreciate you being bold with that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go move on. We got several people here still. Teresa Wilhelm, I see you've got your hand up. You're next. There's the cue. Open up, please, and share.
Hi, Robert, Craig, and Matt. Good to see you. This is terrific, Teresa, down in South Florida.
Nice to see you on here. Thank you so much for jumping on.
First time I was off work in time. Thank you. In keeping with the responding to friends and stuff, I get 4 to 5 friends requests every day. I also get a lot of comments on my posts. Oh, your picture's so beautiful. I love your posts, your sense of humor. And for a while, I was writing back to those. Thank you. Are you interested in joining our business, and sending them a link? And I get back, well, we'll talk about that later, but on the friend requests, I go and look at their profile, and often it's only been 2 or 3 days, and it's almost always men who are widowed or single in the service. And I'm beginning to think maybe I shouldn't respond to them. Am I going to get myself in trouble here somehow? So I need your advice.
No, first of all, what a great question. And the way you want to respond back to them, let's start with them and then we'll go to the other one. For you to constantly get friend requests, I know you know this already, but there are a lot of bad people in the world. And people are going to reach out to you, not only that they're widowed and that they're a veteran, but it probably might even have something to do with them sort of trying to take advantage of you and take money from you.
Maybe because I'm an older woman?
Yeah. So scammers are looking for people that they feel they can take advantage of. Now, if you look at their profile and you're unsure, you could still say, thank you very much for sending me a friend request. I mainly use Facebook for connecting with people to help other people. See
Oh,
what I mean? So,
okay.
so there's a phrase that I say all the time is people don't care what you know unless they know that you care. So the people that say nice things, comments, and they like, and they heart your pictures, and they also do other things, make sure that you go out of your way to thank them for doing it first, and then do some kind of other connection with them before you ask them to do you a huge personal favor.
Okay.
So let's say that someone made a nice comment. You would just put underneath there, thank you so much for leaving those kind words. I really, really appreciate it. Do you mind if I send you a friend request? And you could do that with your likes and also your hearts and people that heart up your post. Then what you do, or share your post. Then the next thing is when they say yes, you actually can delete, saying, can I send you a friend request? And then when you do, say, I love connecting with people that go out of their way to take the time to make someone like me feel good. Thank you for doing that.
All right.
Does that sound good with you?
It does. And I often do that with people that I think are sincere. It's these others that say that, and please send me a friend request. I don't want to be rude, so I'm asking you to send me a friend request. And I want to build my business, but I'm a little scared of that kind of person.
I would be cautious. I get those all the time as well. And believe it or not, one of the very first questions that I always ask, I never thought about that. Let's go to the gallery view right now. And how many people on here get messages of people just reaching out and saying hi? You know what I mean? And so look at everyone. So Teresa, we all get these messages, and some of them are real. Some of them are real. So what I'll do is I'll put hi back, and then I'll go, so how long have you been with My Daily Choice? That's what I'll say. And some of them lie to me. They go, oh, I'm new in the company. And I'll go, awesome. How can I help you? And then if it takes a twist, then I just block and delete. I don't even respond if they, sometimes I'll test them depending on my instincts. So Teresa, just follow your instincts, but always know that, of course, you're smart enough. I'm not going to assume this, but I can just tell by looking at your picture, someone's going to ask you for, your bank account or send me some money or something like that. Because I have people do that to me all the time as well. And I just tell them, no, listen, I've made a commitment that my extra money goes to orphans. And that's what gives me most of fulfillment and joy, is by giving to orphans.
Sounds
good. Anytime, Teresa, that you don't know how to respond to somebody that's sending you that, going, oh, by the way, I was wondering if you could do me a huge favor. See, immediately I'll go back into my script, and you'll notice where people will just ignore you and pitch you again. And I even say that depending on if I have time, I'll go, well, I said, you're not making me feel very good, because I sent you a video of my business partner, and I can tell that you totally ignored it. Would you continue having conversation with someone that ignored your conversation? And I've even had scammers get mad at me. So then the next step, they come back and they go, if you're not interested, block, delete, I'll block and delete people really, really fast. Did that help you?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I'm proud of you. That's are you and I friends?
No.
Would you send me a personal message on Facebook, and I'll send you a friend request, or you can send me a friend request, but please send me a personal message, because I get so many friends requests, I don't have time to go through them.
Thank you, sir.
Because if you got beautiful pictures and nice stuff enough for people to reach out and say, those are beautiful, I want to see them.
Thank you, sir.
You're
And
welcome.
thank you.
Thank you. Have a great weekend.
Thank you so much, Teresa. And yeah, I think everybody is getting those getting those types of requests. So, and that was a great answer. I've actually been doing that too, Robert, where I say, "Oh, thank you for contacting me on MDC," and it's like, huh? So yeah, it turns the tables on them.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to Mary Martyr, who has been patiently waiting. Mary, there you go. Please open up and share.
Oh, I just did. Oh my gosh, in heaven. It's so wonderful to be back live.
Yes, you look beautiful.
Thank you. My Saturdays, 2 to 5 o'clock for the last month or so have been booked with a huge community project. Robert Hollis.
Yes, ma'am.
For the momentum. So I don't even know where to start, but I do have a question.
Sure.
Okay. So maybe 14 days or so ago, because of one of the wherever we were, and you're talking about you read the Bible. Okay, well, I have plenty of Bibles around just sitting, collecting dust. So I got my favorite Bible. Never, and I was raised as a Catholic, have I ever read the Bible. So right now, for the last 14 days, I'm reading one chapter a day and taking, a few minutes to contemplate. Okay, very nice. Then, and this is part of my morning gratitude routine. In the morning, it's a gratitude routine. My routine bedtime is my joy guides gifts, all the gifts that I've received from my joy guides.
Awesome.
Okay. So I created for myself just a piggyback off the affirmation from the Bible that you created about, dear Lord, let them have ears to hear. Okay. Well, I created my own and say it in the morning after I read the Bible chapter and repeat it throughout the day. And okay, fine. The last 10 days of momentum, stop it. Okay, so there's this one Facebook friend. We're in a couple of groups together and lots of mutual friends and da-da-da-da-da. Out of the clear blue sky, 5 days ago, she reaches out to me on Messenger. Her name is Ja Abundance. She's from Jamaica.
We're now friends.
Okay. Oh, yeah, right. Yes. So she says to me, I have been looking for the best CBD oil in the world, and I just found it. So I said back, now this is the first time we're communicating Messenger. It's always been in comments, right?
Right.
She said, so seems to me that my daily choice has the number. Yes. So long story short, she's an affiliate. She says to me, do you have any training videos? I said, yeah. And of course I sent her your little 3-4 minute video, right, Robert?
Yeah.
She immediately, less than 5 minutes, she says, do you have more of these? I need to watch everything you have. So I sent her about 10 different videos. Okay, good. What's today? Saturday, Thursday. Another Facebook friend, her name is Shelly. She is a Reiki healer, okay? And she's a florist. Well, the florist job is almost kaput and no one's spending money for Reiki healing, right? So this blows me away, Robert. Her message to me is, and we have not messaged in many, many months. She says, Mary, I want to do what you do. What? Now this is all happening, my dear friends, my peeps. Robert Hollis said what he reads about the Bible, his affirmation. Those are the only 2 points that I took massive action on and the results I've gotten. So guess what? I'm going to be taking on more and more of golden nuggets because I know I have the evidence now. I have the results. So out here, and whatever words come out of that man's mouth, put them into action. So with that said, my question is, can you teach us something about on Facebook? There's the stars where you get paid or something like that. Whether you do real, I am now graduated to a digital creator.
Yes, you are.
So that's a whole nother story how that happened. But anyway, so now I can get, I can post like stars and people can do something with the stars and I get paid money from Facebook. But I asked specifically that question in my actual upline group.
Okay.
I wish you were my upline, but anyway.
I am. I'll adopt you, Mary.
Oh, the second time I've been adopted. Oh, no, seriously. Frank adopted me when I was 7 years old.
Wow.
That's another story too. So, okay. Direct upline group, Facebook thing. And so many people were saying, oh no, it's going to screw up your whole Facebook account and the money isn't real. And I'm thinking, but wait, I'm following all these other multi-gazillion peoples and they've got stars and it's just another way to make money. So how do you make money from Facebook?
I get paid from Facebook every month.
How?
There's a number of ways where you can just go, I've searched on Facebook. I went into Facebook search and said, how can I get paid from posting on Facebook? And I just went through and followed it just like I did with YouTube.
Perfect. Just read and follow the instructions.
Yeah.
I can do that.
I know you can. Yeah, when people, it's funny because when Facebook reaches out to you because they see your engagement going up and they see more people, making posts and stuff on your Facebook posts, you're a revenue generator for them if they're allowed to run stuff on your stuff. And you just got to go through a process, including proving you're a real person and then setting up a way for them to pay you. And yeah, it's pretty awesome. I think that it's awesome. And yeah, just Craig said it best. Success leaves clues, you know? So, there's a lot of people out there that want to give you information and it's pretty interesting. There's been a lot of people that get this, and this is going to sound awful, but I don't care. There's people right now in MDC that are calling the company and setting out 6 months to be sponsored by me. They're willing to take, they're willing to they're so tired of their upline telling them to do a bunch of stuff where they're not getting results. And you don't have to do that. I'll adopt you where you are. But like you guys seen, Bill's a friend of mine, and I was a little stern with him. And I just don't have I have difficulties with people that want to learn how to be successful, but they're not willing to pick a mentor. Pick a mentor, pick a style, figure it out. I always tell people, I'd rather follow one individual. I think that one of the biggest keys of my success, Mary, is that there wasn't any internet. Because when I met someone that made 62 grand a month and he had helped 20 people make over 10 grand a month, I really didn't give a crap what you had to say. So I love that people listen to other people, but are they working personally with you? Are they working personally with you? Can you send them a message and they'll respond back to you immediately to give
No.
you no.
Right,
And
exactly.
that's my secret weapon. That's my secret weapon. People reach out to me and I respond back to them. Right, Mary?
Right. Yeah.
And
May I-
so, yeah.
So I used to loathe and could almost get physically ill with the thought of doing a live or doing a reel. Okay.
Sure.
So did a little practice, and I am a former classical ballet dancer of 22 years. So performing in front of thousands of people live, that was no big deal.
Right.
But camera, oh Jesus God. All right. So I get but I get to the point where I can do a live for maybe a minute or two. Okay. So
I
then
was the same way. I promise you. I was so awful.
Yeah, then I learned about reels. Now, before I started doing my reels less than a year ago, I had 0 followers, 0 following. Now I have 5,700 something. What? Okay. And most of those reels are just me walking my dog on a beautiful South Florida morning.
Yep.
And at the end, I always say, Luna sends you smooches. Yeah, she's right here. Luna.
That's what you send me.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So
there's animals that have millions of followers on Facebook. They got their own Facebook page.
Oh, yeah.
So Mary, thank you so much for saying those kind words. And I'm so proud of you. And if some of you were trying to, what I believe that you did is by you, and that's, Bill brought up the question, what's the calendar for? Is figure out something that you're going to do every single day. I'm so proud of you, Mary.
January and February.
So you figure out something you're going to do every single day. I gave people a 1-minute meditation. And I just said, where do you think I found it? It didn't make a difference where I found it. It rewires your brain for you to do something every single day. And then the only other thing that I ask you to do is try to make yourself disciplined enough to do it the same time every day.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the most successful people on the planet, the 1%ers, have a morning ritual.
Mm-hmm.
But if I can't get you to do something every day, and then I can't get you to do it at the same time every day, then I'm never going to get you to switch it to the morning. So that would be the third thing is, can you do this before you do anything? Well, Robert, why would that help? It puts you in the flow, Mary.
Yes.
The reason that people are reaching out to you when before you couldn't get anyone to listen is you're deliberately intentionally putting yourself in the flow.
Right.
Because I know how you feel after you read that.
Yeah.
And so what would be the next goal? The next goal is, what if you had a morning ritual that as soon as you did it, you were in that flow all day?
All day. Yes.
And then why would I read a chapter out of this book? Because when I don't, my mind is not processing my gratefulness, and it's not processing me being a miracle.
Mm-hmm.
So why would I stop it?
I can't stop because no, I can't.
Hey, I started doing it and I got in the flow and I started making $30,000 a month and I became a millionaire at the age of 30. You know what that would be good today is me to stop doing this. That That's what I'm going to start doing. So
Right.
thank
Yeah.
you, Mary.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. God bless.
I love you. Thanks for sharing. That is so awesome. I mean, and Mary, you know, I adopted her and she reaches out and says, hey, you know, I have this incredible woman. Can I introduce you to her on Facebook chat? And I said, yeah. And then I came on there right away and she's the sweetest person on the planet. Oh my God, I watch your videos. This makes so much sense to me. I now understand what I'm doing. A very interested person. And Mary, I can guarantee
A diamond.
well, I guarantee you, once you had a person that went, oh my God, you're awesome, Mary. Thanks for connecting me. This is what I've been looking for in my journey. Do you guys hear the way it was said?
Mhm.
This lady, because she's been searching for the treasure map, Mary put herself in the right flow for her to reach out, and Mary gave her the map.
That's it.
That it's like, I hope that wasn't too spooky for some of you, but thank you, Mary. I love you.
Thank you very much, Mary. Robert, let's see if we can squeeze in 3 more questions, okay? Because I know we're getting on to that 2-hour.
I do got to go at 3, so I'm going to focus.
All right, here we go. Tamia Biro, I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Please open up your microphone and share with us.
Hi there.
Hi, how are
Can you hear
you?
me? Oh, I'm fine, thank you. It's a bit late here. It's almost 11 p.m.
Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you.
Oh, it's fine. I first didn't turn the camera on because I was putting my son to sleep. So I was just, with an earpiece, just staying there, listening to you guys.
What can I help you with?
I wanted to ask you, how do you get inspired every day to make these videos? You kind of talked about it already, but I just wanted to ask.
The way that it worked for me was twofold, right? When you start doing something that your mentor shares with you, and like Mary, you find a sign that gets you closer to your goal. You know what I mean? So if we're following the treasure map. So when I started doing these things and I seen a difference in my mentality and I seen the stuff that really, really has made a change for me, then I wanted to share that with people. So it immediately didn't become about me thinking about the way I looked and the way I sounded and whether the lighting was right or whether the background is right. I when I'm in that flow, I immediately go to the camera, turn it on, and just talk. So that's what I do. I listen to stuff that gets me in a ritual. And when I learn new stuff, it gets me so excited that I want to share with everyone. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So believe it or not, the one that did it for me was this book. If there was an internet, when I read that book and let it get in me, I would have been screaming from every rooftop that I could scream from. And so it was even surprising for me when I showed you guys Wanda, because that's all I did. I just challenged Wanda and I said, hey, listen, find a book that I shared with you. And why don't you just get on? You don't have to show your face. Just get on and read a chapter. And so she put a YouTube together. She put those together, and then everyone started finding the video. Why? Her voice is like an angel. You know what I mean? And then that got her to take the next step and the next step. So what we do is we think too much and we overthink, and overthinking is the thing that our brain does to keep us from getting hurt. So that little brain we have in the back that goes, you can't do it. People are going to laugh at you. What are people going to say? See, when we engage our overthinking, then it makes it more uninspiring for us.
Oh, yes.
Right? And here's a situation that just got downloaded to me. don't you think that you could be the most introverted person? You could be in a bad mood. And you show up to a place and everybody goes, oh my God, did you guys know it's Craig's birthday? And everybody looks around and goes, Craig's birthday? Yeah. And then all of a sudden a person comes out and they got a cake and there's candles on it and you set it down and everyone starts singing happy birthday and you instantaneously changed your state of mind. Just for a millisecond, you go, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Craig. Yay, everybody's clapping. You're going, damn it, I got sucked right into that inspirational vortex. And for just a moment, you stop thinking about you. You're in the moment and you're inspired. And then someone also almost has to remind you that you were in a bad mood. So whatever your favorite song is, whatever your favorite movie scene is, whatever's your favorite like motivational quote. Me, I purposely, after my morning meditation, then I immediately watch something from Abraham Hicks, or I'll watch something from The Secret, or I'll watch something from something that just gives me so much inspiration. And while I'm in that flow, I immediately take a couple of notes, turn the camera on, watch it. Just, I don't care. So did that help you?
Yeah. So it's kind of like a snowball. You just push it a little and it keeps rolling, right?
Yeah, it would be like if you went to a reception for a wedding. You're no fun until you do the first dance. Isn't that funny? You tell everybody, no, I'm not interested. I'm sort of tired. I work. And then someone finally grabs your hand and pulls you out on the dance floor. And now it's like, hey, can you stop dancing? No, I like this. You get caught up in it and you almost wish the music wouldn't stop. You know, when the band all of a sudden says, oh, we're taking a break, and you're like, damn it. You know what I mean? And so find something that really inspires you. You know what I mean? You said that you put your child to bed. I can guarantee you there's some pictures that if you looked at it, it would change your state immediately.
Yeah.
As soon as it changes your state, that's when you just go on and be you. Don't make it scripted. Just say, I got on today, I watched this crazy auto mechanic from North Dakota go crazy on the internet, and I'm sort of inspired, so I just thought I'd share a couple of things that he shared with me. Great question.
Okay, that sounds doable.
It is. It totally is. So thank you very much.
Thank you. One more thing. For someone who wants to begin from scratch, which platform would you recommend? Facebook, YouTube,
Believe
Insta,
it or not,
whatever?
it's Facebook and YouTube all the time. And if you ask me to pick between the two, it would be Facebook. And tell the rest of the platforms, I even got told the other day, well, the young kids are not on Facebook. No, the young 1%ers are. If everybody else is not using Facebook, why does Facebook have almost 3 billion active people? So, I tell people I'd rather you get a little bit better each and every day figuring out Facebook strategies and then YouTube strategies before you figure out TikToks when the United States is trying to ban them. You know what I mean? So, people that have figured out a Facebook audience are always going to have 3 billion people to go after. So I hope that helps.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you.
You bet. Have a good night.
Thank you, Tamea. Appreciate it. Okay, a really quick question, and then we'll go to our final hand raise, which is Scott McKinney. So, Scott, thank you so much for holding on with us. I appreciate you. The question, and you kind of answered it, but I want to get this on because Sherry Stanley had this, and you did kind of bring it up. I guess maybe go in a little depth. I know with what little time we have left with you.
Okay.
I was on another team with MDC several years ago, and almost everyone was extremely anti-vax, and I'm not. It turned me off. How do you overcome differences like that? And that she has joined your team since, but hasn't been really active.
Okay. Well, the first thing that I do is, and people may or may not like this statement, right? But I'm 61 years old, and the older I get, hopefully the wiser I get, the more I realize that I don't know. I just don't know. So when I run into people that are religious with 460,000 registered nonprofits in America, I try to stay in the place of just being humble enough that I don't know. So it's not that there's this phrase that if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. But I don't really allow a movement that I don't know about upset me. You know what I mean? Now, if they're extremely vocal and they're pressing it on me, then I got to find someplace else to go. You know what I mean? So if there was a certain group of people, it's so easy not to talk about religion, but it's also, like whether a person is liberal or conservative, red or blue, depending on the country that you're in. And I just do my very, very best to stay in a positive mentality and stay in a positive way of being able to get people to plug into just focusing on making themselves. There was a parable out there, and maybe even that's the wrong word, but the way that you can change the world is by making sure that you know how to change you. And so by changing a little bit about you, it will inspire and change the people that are in your family and people that are following you. From there, it's possible to change a neighborhood. And from a neighborhood, it's possible to change a village or a city. And if you can change a city, you can change a state. And if you change a state or a province or an area, it could be possible that you could change the world. So the answer to the question is that if you run into a bunch of people that are anti anything, there's only two groups of people that are focused on positive and making things happen. And then the other group of people that rail against whatever they dislike. And I'm not a railer, you know what I mean? I'm just not a person that will rail against anything. So when you said that you left one group and now you're a part of me, it's like, it's very, very difficult to get me to take a stand on something that would offend another human being, because I don't want to take that opportunity away from them. You know what I mean? So I would see these people that were anti everything and then they're for something else. And it's like, it's funny how fast people's minds will change. And I know it's based on what they're listening to. They're just listening to, in my opinion, someone that also has a strong opinion and a strong voice, but they still don't really know. So I think that it's really surprising when you're talking about the anti-vaxxers versus the vaxxers. It's like, don't you find it interesting that there's still information coming out that are making people go, oh, I know Jon Stewart was one of the most vocal people out there. He's going, I'm just telling you guys that I don't know what kind of accident happened, but it came from a lab. And there was this whole group of people that tried to cancel him. And guess what he did? He wrote down all their names, posted it on his website. So now when other groups are coming out and saying, wait, it coulda, He said, listen, now it's time to cancel all of them. I don't want to get involved in canceling anybody. I don't want to be a person that says that I told you so. So I hope that, my deal is John Tira said it perfectly. One of the meditations I listened to is Bob Proctor's that came from Vision Lakhani. It's the meditation on increase. And that's what I think about every day. So every time I get on here, I was wondering how I can increase each and every person that will watch this video live or recorded. And so my goal is just to consistently try to do my best to try to feed in and inspire and give people the belief that if I did it, they can do it. So I hope that answered her question.
I think it did. I know that she was responding positively on Facebook because she's been watching you on there. So that was very, very good.
Good.
Okay, let's move on. I know we're right at the top of the hour, so we got to get you out of here. And
Scott's worth it.
Scott,
worth it.
Fantabulous. Scott McKinney, bless you, man. Thank you so much for waiting. Open up and please share with us.
Thank you so much. Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
All right. Well, first of all, I just want to say that before I ask my question, that Robert is my main mentor, my only mentor. And from this point forward, I'm listening to him. And I thank you so much for adopting me too, Robert.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
So thank you so much for that. And the more I get to know you and listen to you, the more I need to realize I need to humble out and surrender and realize that you're the expert at marketing. I appreciate the shout outs about extreme golf and the Guinness Book of World Records. That was a dream come true. It was something I dreamed about as a little kid and told my parents, I'm going to get in the Guinness Book of World Records one day. And sure enough, thoughts and words are powerful. It happened. We're on page 244. The name is on there. So that was a dream accomplished. This is a new dream. And I have an important question that's been on my mind. And I hope you can answer it. I'm sure you can.
Sure. I'll do my best.
All right. Okay, very good. So I know that your DMO in the morning is to listen to the, first you pray to God, which I do as well as a believer. And then you listen to the 6-phase meditation, which I've been doing every morning. I initiated that in the beginning of the year. And then listen and read the God memorandum, which I've been doing that as well. Not perfect, as you know, I've been telling you it hasn't been perfect, but I'm back on the horse,
Good.
Now, in addition to doing that, what were some of the rituals that got you to where you are as a super affiliate? And I know it's different. Your DMO is different now as a super than it was when you were a 1K and moving up to 5K. What was it like in the beginning? What was your ritual in the middle of the day? Did you pause after a couple hours and give yourself a ritual to stay on all cylinders, or did you break like you had a job, or what did that look like for you?
Yeah, after my prayer time, which for me is just giving gratitude, just thank you, and like to rattle off a lot of stuff. And then after the 6-phase meditation, then what I do is I always watch something inspiring.
Okay.
And I would say the things that inspire me really, because it's like, you can read a book, but then you can study a book and then it becomes you, is of course, Science of Getting Rich. There's absolutely nothing that I can listen to briefly, because Science of Getting Rich is such a part of who I am that when I start reading that, I immediately get so inspired that I then go into contact mode.
Got it. Right.
And a lot of people, before I had self-confidence and self-belief in myself, people that have been around me forever, the very first thing that I would do is I would share with them thoughts out of Science of Getting Rich. And I would also tell them, the stuff that inspired me out of that book. So that was as soon as I got in that mode, when Scott, when you're in a mode that when you listen to something and you get inspired, then you want to make sure to share that with everyone.
Mm-hmm.
I have, for my entire career, have consistently shared stuff out of the science of getting rich. So when I listen to stuff like that, it just gets me back in the mode, and it's not old for me. You know, I think that people want to consistently get more information, get more information, get more information. And when I read stuff, because it's difficult for me to read, I read slow, but I retain it.
Right.
And I've always been blown away that Wallace Wattles was so confident. Of course, the people that read the book is, you know, Andrew Carnegie, that became the wealthiest person and was the inspiration behind Think and Grow Rich. And then, of course, you hear Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, you know, even Mark Zuckerberg. When you hear the people that give credit to this book that was written, you know, 30 years before Think and Grow Rich. And one of the things that it said, Scott, in the beginning of that book is it said, you do not need any other book, our coach, our trainer.
Wow.
And it said, master the philosophy and the ideas of this book. And I went, okay, so it was given to me by a guy named Roger Penske. That was a multi-billionaire. It was like almost suggested reading for me to work for him, his company. And I'm going like, there's not, Scott, you know, if you looked up on Wikipedia about Roger Penske and what he's done in his lifetime, there is absolutely zero reasons why you shouldn't listen to this guy. You know, like he's won like 18 Indianapolis 500s with like 15 different drivers. You know what I mean? It's like when you see a cycle of somebody that consistently does it over and over and over and over and over. I mean, and so last year he finally won another record. It's the first time that any car owner won the NASCAR World Championship and the IndyCar Championship in the same year. So the guy is still breaking records, but only the records that he owns.
Right.
And
crazy.
You know, the family of the Indianapolis 500 track, when they decided to get rid of it and take it out of the family, they said the only person that they would allow to have the track was Roger Penske. Isn't that crazy?
That's
It's
crazy.
like, so here's a kid that showed up at a racetrack when he was young with dreams and visions, like you said about your golf, you know. It's like, listen, I would love to be a racer. Okay, I'm a racer. I'd like to win a world championship. Okay, I won a world championship. Okay, I'd like to be a car owner. Okay, I'll be a car owner. I'd like to be multiple car owner and multiple racing leagues.
Wow.
I would like to own the world. You know what one of his first goals were? He wanted the world's largest car dealership.
Wow.
And he still owns it today. Then his next thing was, what if I was the #1 car seller of every make and model? And he is, Scott.
Wow.
So you go, wow, every car, every model? Yeah, he's got a dealership. You pull into Wynn Hotel and it's the Wynn/Penske Ferrari dealership.
Wow.
So, yeah, that guy inspired me with that book. Sorry, I got on a tangent.
No, you're good.
But that's still my go-to. I still get this. The things I want to accomplish in my next years of my life, I feel, Scott, that I still haven't done anything.
Well,
so my next goal is to have 1 million active affiliates that are loyal customers and consumers of quality products.
We got quality, that's for sure.
Yeah, there's some people that inspired me, and you know, like Rich DeVos. You know, I'm going to do a whole video next week about him. But if you look up Rich DeVos, and he came from a city called Ada, Michigan. And when he died, the city, you know how you got breaking news?
Right.
The city broke in saying that a very dear friend of the city passed away this morning, Rich DeVos.
Mm.
And a lot of you might not know him, but do you know the Children's Hospital? Yeah. He built that. Do you know the concert center that we have? Yeah. He paid for that. Do you know about the convention center and also the 2 hotels that are downtown? Yeah. Yeah, he did that. And so they just went through all the money that he gave it back to the city of Ada, Michigan.
Mm.
It's like you watch it and you just go, holy cow. But then people don't know that he bought the Orlando Magic that they play all the time in the Amway Convention Center.
Mm.
And you keep following this guy. And he's got hospitals and art galleries and he's got the largest company that connects organ donors with people that are organ donation and people that need them. He created a database that's the largest in the world for connecting those people together.
Wow.
And he's got this stuff all over the world. So a lot of people want to talk about that they're successful in network marketing. Nobody's got a legacy like this guy has.
Yeah.
Nobody. And so that's my next target, Scott.
That's amazing. Now, one second question I had, and I wasn't going to bring this up, but you triggered something. I was listening closely to what you said, was that when you listen or read The Science of Getting Rich or any material, that you go ahead and you share it, with other people, or you teach it. Is part of that your DMO, because it anchors it in you, so that when you get in the hot seat on Facebook Messenger and someone throws you a curveball, you know how to hit it out of the park.
Yeah.
Is that the reasoning behind it?
Thank you for bringing that up, Scott. It's like it's I understand that book so well and know the philosophy behind it.
Yeah.
And everybody knows this to be true. If you're really, really obsessed with mastery of anything, you never stop learning. You never stop learning. I can go through parts of Science of Getting Rich today, and it's still living to me. There's just like listening to Jim Rohn. It's like I'm going like, that wasn't there. I swear to God that they edited this video in the last year. No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
So you're different now.
I'm different now. Yeah. And so you're absolutely correct. So I will think about things, and a lot of people don't know this, but Earl Nightingale, the thing that do you guys know that this guy won an award for vinyl record for The Strangest Secret? And it's Earl Nightingale saying what's the strangest secret. And what he says the strangest secret is the things that you think about mostly during the day you become.
Yeah.
That is a direct quote out of Science of Getting Rich.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Bob Proctor? His best-selling book is Born to be Rich. It's a name of a chapter out of that book. Have you guys heard of The Secret?
Oh, yeah.
By Rhonda Byrne. She only made $800 million.
Yeah.
If you go to thesecret.tv right now, other than the books where she's made hundreds of millions of dollars from, there's only one book that she has that you can download for free. The Science of Getting Rich. And people go, nah, I read it once. Good for you. Good for you. Can you memorize anything out of it?
Exactly.
Because if you could memorize it and go, there's a thinking stuff from which all things are made, in which in that's original state permeates and penetrates and fills the inner space of the universe.
Wow.
You know, what I know how to sing the Star Spangled Banner, and I know also how to sing Happy Birthday. But I also have that stuff. A thought in this substance produces the thing that, if imagined by the thought, you can make that thought come to fruition.
So true.
Where do you think Wallace Wattles got it from? That's always an interesting thought, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So when people say faith, you're supposed to speak of things that are not as if they were. That you're supposed to put in imagination something that could happen, and you obsess about it. The only thing that I can connect this with people is when, you know, if you're married, or if you had a date, a relationship, or if you have children, you ever talk to somebody and it's like, that's all I thought about every day. That's all I ever thought about was I wanted to be married and I wanted to have a family. How much did you think about it? I never stopped thinking about it.
Right.
When we're young, we go, hey, can I buy this? Do you think money grows on trees? No. If it doesn't grow on trees, where does it grow? Listen, go get a damn job. You got to go get a job and then people will pay you. I can remember obsessively thinking, where can I get a job? Where can I get a job? Where can I get a job? And immediately I found out that I went to places and I said, listen, are you hiring? How old are you? I'm 12. We can't hire 12-year-olds. And I always was the person, Scott, that said, well, what could a 12-year-old do to make money? I would ask everyone that told me that they couldn't hire me. Oh, you could get a paper route. You could mow other people's lawns. You could shovel their sidewalks. You could rake the leaves. And I was going like, thank you. Thank you. And I did it.
Nice.
And I remember like it was yesterday where someone said, you could mow lawns. And I go, well, we don't have a lawnmower. And so I delivered papers and I would ask people, I say, do you got any broken down lawnmowers? And they go, yeah, we do. I said, can I have them? If you'll haul that damn thing out of here, you can have it. I've got 4 lawnmowers that were given to me. And then I figured out how to, out of the 4 of them, to make a lawnmower that worked.
Nice.
And now I got a way to make money.
Yep.
I found old bikes when on my deal. I would take all the old bikes that were given to me, put together bikes, and then I sold them. I wish I could have listened to Jim Rowan back then, because I would have rented them.
Yeah.
But I didn't understand the concepts of recurring income back then. So
and now you do big time, and because you live it, eat it, breathe it, obsessed by it, and you're passionate about it, that's one of your keys to success, I'm sure, right? Just like anybody else, any profession, A to Z.
Yeah, Scott, the one thing that I do that I know that other people don't do is I'm obsessive with finding out where successful people got their information from.
Boom.
And you know what's really powerful is they'll tell you. You could find Warren Buffett right now and go on YouTube and put Warren Buffett's interviews.
Yeah.
Or you could put Warren Buffett's mentor. What's Warren Buffett's favorite book? He tells you, just like I tell you.
Yep.
And so Warren Buffett just recently did an interview, and we can leave on this. Warren Buffett said, I wish people would stop saying that I made money. I made all my money from investing in the stock market.
Yeah.
He goes, because if you would pay any attention to what I did, I made enough money in the stock market to buy Berkshire Hathaway. It was a company that was going down, and I got it pennies on the dollars and it used to be a textile company. Once I bought Berkshire Hathaway, then my goal was to get people to invest in Berkshire Hathaway that invested in company. And then my number one goal was buying company. So if you go to Berkshire Hathaway website, it's like a white page, but it's got Geico Insurance, Dairy Queen, Pepper Chef, Fruit of the Loom. Berkshire Hathaway makes their money by companies that consistently pull a profit.
Right.
I'm a good mentor, Scott. I still haven't bought a business.
And you don't need to.
Yeah, so Warren Buffett says all the time, it's like, listen, I bought one home and I still own it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not into real estate, because I'm buying businesses. And I went, damn. Because everybody goes, and yeah, he said, so everybody would ask me, will you invest my money? Would you show me how to do it? No, I don't have to show you how to do it. Buy a share of Berkshire Hathaway. I'm doing that every day.
No.
I'm going like, so I looked up, and at that time, I think it was $153,000 for a share of stock, Scott.
Yeah.
Do you guys know that Warren Buffett never, ever, ever, ever split his stock? Ever. Because he says, why would I want people that are not long-term thinkers? So now if you go right now on Google and put in Berkshire Hathaway, the last time I looked, his shares of stocks are selling like 350,000 for one share of stock.
Mm.
But I think he's got some loyal people following him.
Yeah, well, Warren Buffett's
how much is it, Craig?
He's the expert. He's the expert in that field. He knows what he's doing.
Yep.
Right now, it looks like it's $473,256.13.
Mm.
And it went up today
no.
by 1.39%.
Mm.
So here's the question. So you guys know I'm smart at some things and I'm not smart at others. How many shares of Berkshire Hathaway do I own? None.
0.
Why am I still so stupid about that part of my life? I don't know.
And it's okay.
It's okay. I don't have to be good at everything.
Yeah, master the mundane, you always say.
Yeah.
Master the mundane. And I appreciate it.
Happy birthday, Scott. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. 56 years young and getting younger every day, because I'm taking premium quality products.
There you go.
With a 60-day money back guarantee.
Wouldn't it be neat if everybody said that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's another thing. I'll leave you guys with this. Why I suggest building a Facebook or a YouTube channel. I'm going to shock all of you right now. What if someone said, Scott, or everybody else that's on here, what do you do? I make money from Facebook and YouTube. If you said, any one of you said, well, what do you do? Oh, I make money from YouTube. Why would every one of your friends and family and co-workers go, wow, that's cool?
Yeah.
They would immediately say, that's awesome. Can you show me how to do it? No, they never say that.
Nope. Nope.
Corky had some friends reach out to him and got him on TikTok, and his videos blew up on TikTok. And it's like, it's crazy to me that you could say, Robert, what do you do? Oh, I'm an independent affiliate for a company called My Daily Choice. I'm a super affiliate. I make, over $1 million a year. Is that one of those company things? Where you gotta sell stuff. Guys, I got close friends and family that if you reached out to them and asked them what I did, they would go, I think Robert makes all kinds of money going door to door selling skincare.
They have no idea what you do building teams. No clue.
But see, that's something they would never want to do.
Yeah.
I would never want to sell stuff to my family and friends. Never.
Yeah.
So what if you figured out a couple of things to do, and you, because it wouldn't make a difference if you made 10 cents or $100. And you go, well, how do you make money? Oh, I make money from my YouTube channel. Damn, Kai. How'd you do that? It's weird. People are weird, aren't they? I'll leave it at
Very,
that.
very, very weird.
So thank you, Scott. I love and appreciate you, and I love each and every one of you. Craig, I'll let you close it out.
Love you too. Thank you very much.
You bet.
Scott, thank you so much. And wow, what an amazing AMA-zing today. And I hope everybody got it. Just to let you know, you can copy all of the information, a lot of the information that Robert shared with us that's in the chat. For those of you that are watching on Facebook, very simple. Just, it's right there in the chat. Enough said. Those of you watching on Zoom, there is a special way that you do that. And I posted it in the Zoom chat, but I'm just going to explain it just in case. If you want to save the information shared in the chat, click on the 3 dots to the right of the 2 where the chat is. And then click on Save Chat. The information is going to download to your computer at the conclusion of this call. There's links, there's information there. Please go ahead and copy that, as Robert has shared. And there's a lot of great information in there too. I do want to say thank you so much for the people who have made this AMA possible. John Tier, Bill Shoemaker, Ed Medina, Teresa Wilhelm, Mary Martyr, Timea Biro, Sherry Stanley, and Scott McKinney. And of course, I cannot forget Matthew Hollis. Thank you so much for being our backbone to the AMAs and to everything about all of this that we share with you. So with that being said, Robert, bless you. Thank you so much for all of your time that you have shared with us. And ladies and gentlemen, follow Robert, roberthollis.com/free, and join our family. It's amazing, as you can tell. So please, as we close out this call, we're going to unmute everybody so that you can say goodbye. Be good to yourself. Be cash. And bye-bye.
Bye,
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Robert.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you,
Randy. Hey, Randy.
Hey, thank you, Robert. Thank you, Matthew.
Everyone.
Thanks, everybody.
All right.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Scott, Kevin.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Craig.
Bill.
Thanks,
Appreciate you.
Thank you so much. Bless you.
Thank you, Jamie. Hi, Scott, John, Teresa, Arthur, Porky. How you doing? Hi, Kai.
Great weekend.
Hey, Eric. Hey, Peter. Hey, Dustin, Mark, Michael, Paul, Kevin, Harold, Jerome, Matthew. Was it Donnell?
Yes, Donnell. It's correct.
Wow. Very nice. Thank you. Hi, Daniel, Shelley. God bless you guys. Have a great.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Matt.
Have a great week,
Bye.
everyone.
God bless. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye.